scouting for which places we want to take pictures at. This place is probably the first place that I feel really happy about, because four-way stops are really, really nice because you get riders leaning into it. And if it's wet, it's gonna be even if they talk to you, don't say anything. I don't want to get them DQ'd. I'm gonna get these couple people coming over the bridge, and then we need to go. Okay.
Good?
Sick!
What are you doing?
I'm looking for Nico. And Ted. There's another pack coming. Can you take this?
Yeah.
Back in March, I shot a gravel race called Mid-South, and I completely fell in love with the community, with the people who were there attending the event, with the riders, with the other photographers, and I decided that it was something that I wanted to do more often because it was not like anything else I'd ever really been a part of before. So I decided to reach out to one of my friends, Justin Baylog, who was gracious enough to help get me passes to go shoot Unbound gravel, which, if you don't know, is the world's largest gravel race.
Out of here.
3, 2, 1!
Are you recording?
Yeah, dude.
Explain the story.
We're waiting on the peloton to come through. There's apparently the front group is completely broken up, and there's a bunch of like small groups. They had a 25-mile-an-hour pace. They were coming through 15 minutes ago, and they're still not coming through. At 7:15, they were supposed to come through if they were having a 20-mile-an-hour pace. They're still not here, so they're probably slow rolling right now.
Christy and Tim Moan started this gravel race back in 2006, and it has grown into something that I don't think anybody ever anticipated, but everyone is excited about it. You have pro riders who come from all over the world to be a part of this event, and it's a big deal. So I decided I was going to go shoot this race, and I had so much fun doing it. My husband came with me and helped with all of the videography side of things, which made everything even more beautiful than I could have anticipated. And I want to share with you the things I learned along the way. The first thing we should cover is the gear won't make you better. You are only as good as the fundamentals that you currently understand, and no piece of equipment is going to change those fundamentals. I understand this, but I got caught up in the midst of everyone shooting digital and needing the biggest and baddest camera, needing the best lens. So I went out and got a new camera and got a new lens, thinking this was going to give me some kind of advantage, when in reality, I needed to be leaning into the thing that I know best, which is film. And halfway through the race, I decided that was what I was going to do. I was going to stop shooting digital altogether and just take film photos. And in the end, the photos I took at the end of the race are my favorite photos, because I stopped trying to compete with everyone else and did what I knew best. Whenever you're out photographing something, when you're capturing moments, leaning into the thing that you know best and the thing that makes you happiest is going to give you the product that you're going to enjoy the most. And that's going to translate to whoever's receiving that product. Second is, as a photographer, it's your job to capture the moments that happen during a race. Whether or not that's somebody eating a burger at the end of the race because they just raced 200 miles, or they crashed their bike. Sometimes it can be a little bit uncomfortable seeing somebody laying down on the ground with road rash and wondering whether or not you should go up to that person and take a picture of them in that moment. But the riders understand that you're doing a job just like they're doing a job, and part of your job is to capture the moments that happen during the race. Good, bad, and ugly. And this did happen while I was out on one of these races, and the person actually came up to me the next day. He found me and asked me for the photo that I took of him so that he had it. You never know what's going to happen. As a photographer, it's part of the job.
An update.
The lead of the peloton just came through. 7 riders. It feels like we're chasing a tornado, which I really love. It's always going to be like that. That's just the nature of the game, because they're gone in 2 seconds and you don't get your shot back. So it feels like you're running after them a lot, which is cool. It's also really tiring. We got up at, what time did we get up this morning? 4:30. We woke up at 4:30. They are about halfway, a little over halfway through the race. And it's been really fun. I feel like I've learned a lot. I'm shooting more film for the last part of the race because I've been leaning on the digital too much, I think. So we're gonna hopefully get some really awesome shots at the end of this. Apparently it's gonna rain at like 2 o'clock, which is gonna break that pack up, and whoever comes out on top is probably gonna win. Females are about 20 miles behind, and I think that the lead female is like 5 minutes behind the males. That's what one of the other photographers said. I don't know if that's true or not, so we're gonna give it like 10 minutes and then hopefully we'll go catch the peloton again. We've got like 2 more spots and then it's to the finish line.
And the last thing I learned, and probably the most important thing for me, was understanding that capturing moments is not about being the first person to post your pictures or being the most hired photographer out in the field. Going and doing these events is about the people. It's about having a community of like-minded people who understand what you do and are going to support you without really having to even say anything, because they understand the point. They get it. And that's invaluable.
Painful. Yeah, both my legs were cramped. Just like doing as much power as you can with that double leg lock.
Definitely a couple holes spent there. We opted for a bike wash, which I think was the right call. Everyone else just kept running their grubbed up stuff, but once that finished, I had to time trial back again. So.
Carolyn, enjoy this victory. Congratulations, what an impressive prize. Victoria, give it up for your live.
And here are some more of the photos that I took during the race. They didn't get featured in the beginning because I wanted to give them a little more spotlight. I hope you enjoy them, and it opens the world of gravel to you. Enjoy. want to give a huge shout out to Tim and Christy Moan for allowing me to be a part of this race. They are the coolest people, and if you're not familiar with Unbound Gravel, go look it up, look at the photos. I'll be posting more stuff about it. It is something that is worth getting into and being a part of that community because I really don't know that there's anything else like it. And if you haven't heard of Unbound Gravel, I hope I'm one of the first people to introduce you to this world because going down that rabbit hole is worth it. You won't regret it. If you're interested in any of the gear we used in today's video, I'll make sure I link that down below for you to have access to it. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It really does help keep me motivated in making these videos for you. That's all for today. I'm Tilly Scholl. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.